He believed money would solve all his problems. He thought success meant leaving everything else behind. But one day, he realized what he had lost could not be bought back. Ifeanyi was 28 and lived in Enugu. He worked in a fast-growing company in the city. His job was demanding, but it paid well compared to what most of his friends earned. Ifeanyi was focused, very focused. He had grown up in a modest home in Ibadan, where his parents worked hard to raise him and his two younger siblings. Life was not easy, but there was always food, laughter, and togetherness. Now, things were different. Ifeanyi had moved to Enugu to make it, and in his mind, making it meant one thing: money. He rented a small but neat apartment. He dressed well. He worked late. He saved aggressively. To him, every minute not spent working was a waste. At first, his family was proud. His mother called often. "Ifeanyi, how are you? Are you eating well?" "I'm fine, Mama," he would reply quickly. "I'm at work." His father would sometimes ask him to visit. "It has been a while since we saw you." "I'm busy, sir. I will come soon," Ifeanyi would say. But soon never came. Over time, the calls became shorter. Sometimes he would not pick up at all. When his younger sister sent messages asking for help with school fees, he would send money but without conversation. To Ifeanyi, providing money was enough. He believed that was what family needed. But his family needed more than that. They needed his presence. As the months passed, Ifeanyi's career began to grow. He got a promotion. Then another opportunity came with even higher pay. His schedule became tighter. He started working weekends. He skipped holidays. He missed birthdays. One December, his mother called again. "Ifeanyi, will you come home for Christmas this year?" There was hope in her voice. Ifeanyi paused for a moment, then replied, "Mama, I have work. It's a busy period." There was silence on the line. "Okay," she said quietly. That Christmas, while families gathered and celebrated, Ifeanyi was in his office, staring at spreadsheets. He told himself it was worth it. He told himself he was building a better future. But slowly, something was changing. His family stopped expecting him. The calls reduced. The messages became fewer. And though he did not admit it, the silence began to feel uncomfortable. One afternoon, while Ifeanyi was at work, his phone rang. It was his neighbor from Ibadan. "Ifeanyi, please. Your father is in the hospital." Everything around him seemed to stop. "What happened?" he asked, his voice shaking. It was sudden. "They said it is serious." For the first time in a long while, Ifeanyi left work early. He traveled to Ibadan that same day. When he got to the hospital, he saw his mother sitting quietly outside the ward. She looked tired, older than he remembered. When she saw him, she stood up slowly. "You came," she said. Ifeanyi nodded, unable to speak. Inside the room, his father lay weak and silent. Machines beeped softly. Ifeanyi stood there, looking at the man who had once been strong and full of life. And suddenly, all the missed calls, all the postponed visits, all the "I'm busy" replies, they came rushing back. Money had kept him busy, but it had also kept him away. Ifeanyi stayed in Ibadan for several days. He sat with his mother. He spoke with his siblings. He spent time at his father's bedside. For the first time in years, he was fully present, not rushing, not distracted. Just there. His father slowly began to recover. It was not immediate, but there was progress. During that time, Ifeanyi noticed something. His family did not talk about money. They talked about memories. They laughed about old times. They shared stories, things he had missed. One evening, his mother said gently, "We are proud of you, Ifeanyi, but we miss you." Those words stayed with him. When he returned to Enugu, something had changed. He still worked hard. But he no longer allowed work to take everything from him. He started calling home regularly. He visited more often. He made time, not just for money but for people. The lesson of this story is simple. Money is important, but it cannot replace family. When you choose money over the people who love you, you may gain success but lose something deeper. Time, presence, and connection are things you cannot buy back. So while you are building your future, do not forget the people who were part of your beginning, because in the end, they are what truly matter.